Hey guys, hopefully all of you can hear me. Okay, I'm gonna invite Miraculous Lady B here. Have you gotten the request? Ah, I've never done a live on Instagram before, so I'm so new to this. Uh, that's funny. It says Miraculous Lady B is unable to join. View request, go live. Then dropped my phone that nearly got smudged with frosting. Oh my gosh. I need to know if Miraculous Lady B is able to join the live. Are you able to join Miraculous Lady B? Hi, Nino. Let me message her because I don't think she's able to join. It said you declined the request. Okay, I sent another request. Send request. So you didn't get the invite. Is it working now? I think Instagram, I've never done a live on Instagram before, so I really don't know how this works. Yeah, Instagram's playing with us because it said you're unable to join. So I'm just like, what's going on? Why is she not able to join? We had the same problem on your Instagram account as well when you went live. You joined from, so when we were on your account, you joined from your laptop? Because maybe if you join from a phone, it might be easier. Because I'm on my phone right now and I don't trust my laptop. My laptop plays too much. Yeah, that's probably the reason why. I don't think the laptop allows you. Um, so do you want to try from a phone or something? If you can, phone or iPad, I think either one should be fine. Okay. Should I send another request? Go live with Miraculous ADB. Let's see if it works. Fingers crossed. Please work. I don't think it's working. Okay, I sent another request to go live. Okay. Is it working now? It said Miraculous ADB is unable to join. What are we going to do? Have you ever been on live before? Um, yeah, sure. I mean, it would be better if we could like speak face to face, you know, that would have been more ideal. Um, do you want to try again from an iPad or something if you have one? Let me try and send a request. Send request. Go live. It should hopefully do the Q&A feature. How do I do that? I don't know how to do that. I mean, there's like this little like tab thing at the bottom of my screen with like the speech bubble with a question. Yeah, there's a speech bubble. Yeah, there's a speech bubble with a question mark in it. I pressed it, but then it said there's no questions yet. So anyone watching can send and see questions through here. So do I just like wait for questions to come in, or I don't know how this works. Oh, okay. Well, okay, so okay, I seen it. So you said hello. Hi. So Marcus ADB, you can send questions through that speech bubble thing here. We're just gonna have to improvise. Um, yeah, we're just going to have to improvise. It would have been so much nicer to talk to you face to face, but we can like improvise. Okay, restarting your phone. Cool. It's kind of weird because I thought there'd be like more people, but I realized that most of my followers still live in London, where I used to live, so they're used to their time zone. Oh gosh, I'm so tired. Whilst I'm used to the new time zone I'm in, I'm like an 8 hour behind, like 8 hours behind, from when I used to live in London. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Isn't it like what, 9 o'clock right now in the UK? Because I remember when like I was in the UK and whenever I upload videos, I'd always upload between like 7 and 9 p.m. But now whenever like because I'm in a different place right now, um, I have to upload at like 10 a.m. in my time, 10 a.m. my time, which is around like 6 p.m. LA time. Yeah, it's like 9:30. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to send a request to Miraculous Lady B. It said you're unable to join for some reason. Go live with Miraculous Lady B. Yeah, it worked finally. Oh my god.
So
Yeah,
restarting my phone worked.
it worked. Okay, so note to self, laptop never works.
I actually didn't join from my laptop. I said I was going to try from my laptop,
Hmm.
but that didn't work either. So I restarted my phone.
Great. Oh my gosh.
So that worked. So,
Yes. Finally, so nice to meet
all
you.
right. Same here. This is my first time being live with Miraculous. So I was just like, what? This is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, laptops are bad for live streams.
So I realized that you basically can't do anything from a laptop except for view posts.
Yeah. I mean,
But
laptop on
anyway,
YouTube. Laptop on YouTube is bad as well. So that's whenever I do like streams on YouTube, I just use my laptop. I mean, use my phone because my laptop can't be trusted at all.
thanks for the heads up. Now I know. Don't use your laptop for lives. Just don't.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I have my questions. I got 13
great,
questions, and let's dive in.
great.
Right. What is your favorite thing about Miraculous?
My favorite thing about Miraculous would probably be the characters. Yeah, I feel like in terms of Miraculous, the only reason why I'm still watching the show is because I'm so attached to the characters anyway. Especially like Marinette, AG, and Alia. Mainly Marinette, to be honest, because it's her journey. But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's a really cool factor. What got you into fairies?
What got me into series? Oh, okay. So I don't know if like a lot of people know, but I've been watching Miraculous since I was like 13, 14, probably 13, right? But I was never really into it that much. And I kind of like quit watching it because I was just like, what is this show? Like they hadn't aired the Origins episode until like the finale of season 1. So I was just wondering how did they get the Miraculous? So then I got back into it when I saw Despair Bear, like a spoiler on YouTube. And I was like, okay, so they're finally together. I can get back into it. And then I still was like, I still was like, never really, I was making theories and everything, but I never really like told much people about it because apparently watching Miraculous is a childish thing or whatever. But then I was just like, you know what? Season 4 is coming out really soon. And the hiatus between season 3 and 4 was like a year because of COVID and everything. So I was just like, let me just make a channel and just start making series, you know, because I've been making it for a while now, but like I want to share it with other people. So that's why I started making series.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If there was something you could change about the show, what would it be?
If only one thing I can change, right?
Yeah.
If there was one thing I could change about the show is I'd probably have more like plot-filled episodes because I really want more episodes that focus on the lore of Miraculous, like how the Kwames came into existence, what the consequences are. Hi, oh my gosh, you're so cute.
That's my little sister.
Oh my gosh, she's adorable. And you're turning you're turning 2?
Yeah, October the 19th.
Oh my gosh. She's so adorable.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Don't turn that off. All right, so you can continue.
Okay.
Don't distract them, Sarah.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So like I really want more episodes focused on the lore of the show, like how you know the Kwames came into existence. How the Kwames came into existence, how what the consequences of merging the Ladybug and Black Cat Miraculouses are, because I just feel like the love square is kind of getting a bit boring right now. I mean, they've managed to milk it on for 6 years, 4 seasons, but I just want something fresh right now. So yeah, this is why I really enjoy episodes like Feast. Because they're just more like plot-filled episodes rather than love square focused.
Yes, I love that. Like, yes, I wish they heard that. Like,
Yeah.
give a small envelope, and you know, why can't the Kwames fall in love? Why?
I know. Haryana said, "I'm so damn annoyed with that damn love square." It's getting exhausting at this point. Like I love Marina and Adrian, but it's generally getting exhausting.
Yeah, I'm just like, hurry up. Time's not, I don't know how long I'm going to be here for this. Just like,
Yeah.
hurry up. Rush this thing. All right. Do you get treated differently, like because you're older and Miraculous is a kids show? Do you get treated or like just generally? Do you lose friends because of it and stuff like that?
Um, Not necessarily, which is a bit surprising because like I when I was like, around like 14-ish, I was like really obsessed with Miraculous, probably more than I am right now. Actually, no, that's a lie. But I was more open with Miraculous. So I'd be like, yeah, I'm watching Miraculous in school, and people would be like, don't you have any other things to do other than watching a kids show? And I was just like, I'm 14, what else am I supposed to watch? So ever since then, I never really wanted to tell a lot of people about Miraculous and my channel. Like, and not a lot of people that I speak to in real life know that I have a channel, except for my closest friends. um but I never really lost friends because of it. I just decided to like distance myself from people who, judged me and all of that because I don't need them. Like, who cares? At the end of
Yeah,
the day,
I'm
I
with
enjoy
you.
Miraculous.
My cousin laughs at me. He's like, yeah, I'm with you, but I'm still gonna laugh at you.
DC Winterwolf said the dudes at my drama group were dissing Mari and Adrian. I was dead mad and threatened to tell them. No, because like why like if people enjoy something, why are you just gonna make fun of them for that? Like nobody makes fun of you for watching SpongeBob or something. Like
Exactly.
it's just yeah.
Yeah, that's where I keep my control. It's like, you play baby games. I'm watching a show. What's the difference?
Exactly. Hariana said, look, I was 17 when I found it. It was worse. I can imagine because like 17 is when you like graduate high school, right? And then apparently everyone's mature in high school or should be mature, and then there's just like grown people who are older than what they should be. And just like, give it a rest. Let me enjoy what I want to enjoy.
Yeah, I like the Miraculous because they still have like that kid kind of pod. Like they're all super nice and all of that. So when you're with your other friends, like your personal and real life friends, and they come to me and I'm just like, so me watching Miraculous is going to affect us being friends. Why?
Makes no
But
sense.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
I'm just
Hariana sent a question in. She asked, which character do you wish we could see more of? Honestly, I really want to see more of Julika and Alex. Like, did the writers just forget about Alex, or are they just definitely like hanging in there? Because it's crazy. No, it's crazy. Like she makes two appearances in season 3 as older Alex as Bunnix, and then she just disappeared in season 4. Like, come on, we need Bunnix in season 4, especially with what's going down.
I'm just downright like, we need
We
Alex.
need
Forget
Alex,
everyone else.
but then Julika
You
as
can't
well.
just give us a big fun next scene and then be like, bye
Exactly.
for like 3 years and then be like, hi, and then be bye.
And then Julika
Not
as
how it
well,
works.
because I really relate to Julika in terms of like personality. Because Julika and I are like really quiet. We don't really, I don't know, we just chill. And she like
Yeah, she's
suffers
just
from low
like,
self-esteem, which I relate to.
then we have another question. Least favorite character.
Obviously like Gabriel, but my least favorite character,
Lila, I'm sorry. Gabriel, I'm not sure how I feel about Gabriel anymore.
I
Lila's just downright evil, so
no
we're
Lila,
we're not
no.
with Lila.
I dislike Lila. I mean, Chloe is just terrible, but at least she's, you know, not
I
fake.
have like this kind of much hope for for Chloe and like no hope for Lila.
Yeah,
No hope for Lila, but like this much hope for Chloe. And then
exactly.
Gabriel, I'm something's just not adding up for him, so I'm waiting for Gabriel like rest episode and then I'll judge him.
Yeah,
Just like watch the episode with his name on it.
yeah. Where is that episode? That episode is literally in the pit of hell. I'm sorry, like
Yeah, I'm just it's in the beginning of the like 10 or something, and you're
First
just
half.
like waiting for the season finale to then release it.
They said it would be
That
ready
doesn't
in
make sense.
September, so and it's October right now. Like they dubbed it. I know Lila's character was in the dubbing, was in like the studio booth or whatever it's called, the recording booth, and they dubbed the episode Gabriel Agrest. I'm just waiting for it right now, and I feel like Gloob is
Yeah,
gonna get their hands on it first, so it's gonna come out in
yeah.
Portuguese.
Uh, I really wanted that to be in English. That's fine. Okay, next question. How long have you been watching Miraculous? I'm having a feeling it's a very long time.
Yeah, so I actually first started watching it when it came out in on Nickelodeon, but Nickelodeon screwed it over. So I'm glad Disney got Miraculous. So that was
Yeah.
2015 and it's 2021 right now. So 6 years. 6 years I've been watching Miraculous. But obviously, like I paused after season one because it was just so boring, and then I got back into it in season two.
My Miraculous story is just whack.
I'd love to
So,
hear it.
at the time I was literally by my aunt when I saw it on the TV. Her niece, I think, was watching it, and I was watching it, and I'm like, "Oh, so Alia knows Marinette's identity," and then, oh no 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 no. So I'm just like, "Ooh, so let's only predicted this." So, but yeah, and then I stopped watching it because I couldn't find it anymore, and I was just like, "What was the name of the show?" Because at that time, I think I was around 7 or 5.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
anyway,
like it was on
then I
Nickelodeon. And yeah, like Ariana said, Nickelodeon really fumbled the bag of Miraculous. They could have been big with Miraculous, but they kept putting it at 7 a.m. on Sundays. I'm just like, who is going to be watching it at 7 a.m. on Sundays? Who is actually going to wake up at 7 a.m. to watch Miraculous? They really screwed Miraculous. I'm so glad Disney got the rights to it.
same, like same. But I found Miraculous on Netflix, so
We
when I
haven't,
saw it, I'm like, I watched this show. I've seen you. I've seen you.
yeah,
Where did I see you?
no,
So then
completely
I'm like,
agree.
so then
Um,
I clicked on it and I'm watching it.
we have
Then
a
I've
few more
memorized almost
questions.
all episodes. That's just crazy. Ooh, you got another question.
Okay, so DC Winterwolf said, should Lila be the next Hawkmoth or Adrian? Um, okay, I see the potential in Lila being the next Hawkmoth, but I just it needs to have a good payoff, a set off, sorry, a good set up. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Good setup and then good playoff. Because like we barely see Lila. We only saw a couple of episodes. So she appeared in Volpina, appeared in like one episode in season two or two episodes, appeared in three or two episodes
Chameleon.
in season three. Yeah, and then literally she appeared in 1 second of Guilt Trip when she was at the back of the classroom. I'm just like, if she's going to be the next Hawkmoth, at least, now's the time to start developing her, explore her motives, why she acts the way she does. So I don't think Lila should be the next Hawkmoth. And I don't think Adrian should be the next Hawkmoth.
No, I don't think Adrian would be the next Hawkmoth. If he was, he'd definitely be using it for good. And like, if they got their hands on it, they'd. I don't know. I don't really know at all. But yeah, I don't think it. No, I don't think Adrian will be the next Hawkmoth. If someone has to be the next Hawkmoth, I think it would be Felix and Lila the Peacock.
Yeah, I agree. Felix would probably be the better option for the next Hawkmoth.
Yeah, I can see Felix being Hawkmoth because, well, he has a kind of motive the same as Gabriel, maybe wanting his dad back or something like that. So that Felix thing about his dad, I so want to know who his dad is.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I feel I get the feeling that his dad and Adrian's mom, Emily, died around the same time. But why
Yeah, they
did
said that a month
yeah,
after because it was around the same time. Adrian said, "I'm sorry, my mom was just like my mom left when your dad left, so I didn't come to your funeral. I was on my own cry bed, you know."
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Someone else asked a question, so two more questions. Um, So, Elizabeth said, after the season finale, when the season 5 come out, honestly, we have no idea. Be expecting to wait at least a year for season 5.
They have confirmed 5, 6, 7, and a bit of 8.
Season 8?
Man, I think I'll be everyone's. I think I'd be. Well, I saw a tweet or something about an 8 season, but they've done 5 and 6 confirmed for show, and they were just like iffy about if maybe 7 and 8.
Okay. Honestly, I wouldn't want it to keep going on forever and ever. Like, I think 7 seasons is enough. I don't want them to keep milking it on. I'm sorry I didn't
I
come to
don't
your dad's
think.
funeral. Oh my gosh. No, that was the most out of context because he was like, do you remember our shooting contests? I'm really sorry I didn't come to your dad's funeral. And I was just like, it's given the same energy when um Luca was like, he was talking about like the melody, and then he was like, I never knew my father. I'm just like, who is writing
Where
this?
does this come from?
Who is writing
Where?
this?
Whoever wrote it, it's a good writer, except for you're leaving us,
Yeah.
All right, any more questions?
And one last question from Namandi. Most forgettable episode. Ooh, most forgettable episode. Honestly, probably anything from season 3. I feel like season 3 was just rubbish. It was garbage.
I I don't know anymore because I was just going back in Miraculous, and then I got like when I was watching Robustus, right?
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that it's just like forget me, and then I've watched it and I'm like, oh my goodness, are you seeing all of these fairies? So I literally have a whole fairy list from Robustus. So no, so I'm just like I have respect for all episodes, like all, because I
Yeah.
literally thought Robustus was the most forgettable, and then I'm like, we're not forgetting that episode. No, no. Mm-mm.
I think the most forgettable episode, like I said, probably anything from season 3, was probably Bakerix. I hate that episode so much. Like, Bakerix was just there. It's about Marinette's grandpa. Like, yeah, and season 3 was
I
just so
wouldn't
rubbish.
forget.
I
I
hate
wouldn't
season 3.
forget Figure because I found it cute when I got to see the wedding picture of Marinette's parents. I'm like, oh my goodness! So that picture is the only reason I haven't forgotten that episode. Only reason. So I think most forgettable. I don't know anymore. As you said, season 3.
Season 3. Oh, someone was like, sorry, I thought I saw a wasp. No, I love that scene, so I'm gonna act it out. Okay.
Oh my, I got tons of comments when I'm like, I just got stuck at one comment and I'm like, okay.
Sorry, I thought I saw a wasp. Do you love me too? Excuse me.
That was the most
Oh my
cruel.
god.
That was the cruelest thing
Oh my
ever.
gosh.
I was just like,
No. I will
got
never
me.
I will never forgive the writers for that. They made Adrian so like it wasn't even intent. I don't even think it was intentional. Like when he said excuse me, I just thought he was caught off balance. Like he was just looking at something
He,
else, and
he
then he's like,
was.
"Do you love me?" And then he's like, "Excuse me."
He's like, what? He's like, where did that happen?
Yeah.
I felt so bad for Kagami at that moment. I'm like, oh my, oh my. Excuse me, Aggressed, excuse me. I
Oh
felt
my god,
bad.
I felt bad, honestly.
But at the same time, I was like, I'm not sure. Because at that moment, I wasn't like the hugest fan of Kagami, but I didn't hate her either because I don't hate anyone except Lila in
Yeah.
Miraculous. And I was just like, girl, I feel bad for you, but at the same time, yes, Adrian is. It was just like, Marinette, you still got a chance, bro.
Yeah. So totally.
So that's how I felt. That's how I felt. I'm sorry. Any more, or do I continue?
Haryana asked favorite Kwame. Oh, okay. Favorite Kwame. My favorite Kwame has definitely got to be Mulo. I love Mulo. Mulo is so adorable. And then close second will probably be like Kalki and Plag. Kalki, Plag, yeah.
Flag all the way. I know he's like a most favorite Kwame, but flag all the way. I'm sorry. His mood is just so.
Plag is comedic
I love
relief.
Tiki. So the only two people I have attention for is Tiki, my beloved, and cheese. I'm just like, and then he has that soft side, like, please, you're my favorite, and I'm just like, this is Ply. You have that rough side, and then you got that very soft side. You're on my side.
Yeah,
So,
totally.
yeah, that's Ply's my dude.
I really think Kalki has been carrying season 4. Like Kalki needs more appreciation for season 4. Like the amount of episodes she's been involved in, Soul Crusher, Optigami, Senti Bubbler. Like Kalki has been carrying season 4 on her back as well. Alia too, but
Kalki is the
Kalki
cutest,
underrated.
though.
Yes, Kalki.
All of the Kwamis, I feel, are just so underrated. I'm just like, do you not see what they've been through? Like, I feel bad, so bad for the Kwamis. They have like this. They have to live all through so many people. Okay, so I literally wanted to cry when Fly was like, "Please, Adrian, don't leave me." I'm like, hold on, right? They have to leave all their owners. This is just no, no. Like I felt so bad for them.
I feel bad for Nuru and Dusu. No, like I was thinking yesterday. Yesterday night I was just thinking Nuru like has the saddest life because Nuru just I don't know, like he's the sweetest Kwame, and then there's Gabriel just treating him like absolute garbage, making him his like the fact he has to be like he's so scared as well. Like if you ever hear like Nuru's voice when he speaks to Gabriel, you can just see the fear in his eyes, and it's just so sad.
Oh man, yeah. Nuru and Dusu. Dusu, I feel like has Natalie, so she's good. Natalie isn't that bad,
Yeah,
right? Because Natalie doesn't say hush.
yeah,
She's not like that. She's like she speaks to Dusu, and they have like the smallest friendship thing going on there.
yeah, definitely. We saw that in the
But
episode
the
Ladybug.
math thing with Nuru is just so bad. I was just like, you got to put a wall of protection, dude, Gabriel. That says something.
How
You got to
did
do that with your son and him.
Oh my gosh, I'm
That
still
doesn't say
wondering
something.
how he even like made that wall. As in, there has to be some extra powers when it comes to how did he make that protective barrier? Like it just
Yeah,
I just
Kwame, they're
want to
supposed
know.
to go through anything. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like, come on, research. And Google itself didn't have any answers. So, if Google doesn't have answers, then something's wrong.
yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Do you wanna ask?
favorite? Oh, okay, we got more. Favorite couple, canon and not canon. Favorite couple,
Favorite couple is
canon and not canon.
okay. My favorite couple is all the way like Alia and Nino. Because yeah, Alia and Nino. I would say Adrianette, but they're not even a couple yet. Alia and Nino,
Yeah.
hands down. I feel like they have the healthiest relationship. And it mirrors Adrianette. Um, and
Either.
non-canon couple. I don't know if Mark and Nathaniel are canon. Yeah, are they canon? Have they like said they're canon? I don't
No.
know.
Everyone's just assuming both. I don't think that Julica and Rose will happen. To be honest, they have too much of a friendship going on than that love thing going on.
I feel like they're just baiting us with Julica and Rose because we had like a little bit of their development in season 2, and then in season 3, in the episode Reflecto, um, Julica was like, Rose, where are you, my BFF? I'm just like, I thought they were together. So I'm just like confused because I really ship Julica and Rose. Like I ship them a lot. I'm just like, we don't actually know what's going on with them. So in my head, they're canon, but they're probably not because the writers
Yeah,
don't know
the
what they're
two,
doing.
Mark and Nathaniel and Julica and Rose, I honestly don't think are canon. I think they're more like best friends, like best friends. That's what I
Oh,
see when I'm
that
watching them.
that's probably what the writers are going for. I can never.
Yeah, but favorite couple that's canon. Well, I'm stuck between two, which is Ivan and Millen, because they're just cute. I
They're
mean,
cute, yeah.
and then I don't know, they're just those two are just my two favorites. Like, can't get better than that. Ooh, never mind. Scrap all of them. Scrap all of them. Who said anything about teens? I'm going with Tom and Sabine.
Tom and Sabine. Honestly, Tom and Sabine are honestly like really. I don't know. It's just honestly, Tom and Sabine like are perfect parents, but like they just I find them so boring. I don't know. I That's why I prefer like Gabriel and Natalie in terms of like their dynamic. I might not necessarily ship Gabriel and Natalie, but I enjoy seeing them on screen.
Yeah,
And
they're fun. But Tom and Sabine, so you can be like, Sabine's coolness, and it's just like, yeah, with the whole chat noir thing, and okay, you're cool. Tom, on the other hand, when are y'all getting married? Plan the wedding! Oh!
Tom really annoyed me in that episode, but I guess that was the point of the episode. But Tom was doing too much. He was doing
Yeah.
too much in the episode where Dad. I was just like, bro, sit down, sit down.
Like, you can see it in Sabine. Like, she's just like, are you my husband? Are you sure? Like,
Yeah.
and she's back.
Hmm. Hi,
Oh.
Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Um, we don't have any other questions for now. So do you want to?
All right, so I'll continue. How long does it normally take you to do a fairy?
Okay. So, well, how long it takes to see a theory? So it actually depends, because if I'm just like sitting down and just thinking about like the next episode or like a future episode
No, no, no,
hasn't
hands up.
really been
Nope, don't take that.
um that hasn't really been like confirmed or anything. It will literally just like it would be like a light bulb in my head, and then I just quickly run to write it down, like just little notes and that. So when I'm thinking of a theory, because I don't want to like just go straight into the theory. I want to think, okay, does this make sense logically with what's happened and with what's probably going to happen and with what's going on right now. So to make a theory, it'll probably take me like 2 days, and then to actually like write down the script, it takes me about like 2 hours. But yeah. Hi, Sarah.
Oh my, look at that comment. That was so funny. Gamernet. Even though sis don't too good for him. It's them, but him.
Natalie's too good for Gabriel.
Yeah. That's why I don't ship them. I'm like, Natalie deserves someone so much better. You're just crummy. No. Mm-mm.
It's the fact
You don't deserve her.
Adrian ships Gabriel and Natalie, like he said it before, and then as soon as like Adrian mentioned it, that Gabriel was like, ugh, like the face he made was so disgusting. I would actually be insulted if I were Natalie. Like, if you saw the face Gabriel made when Adrian was like, Natalie makes you happy, I would just be like, what are you trying to imply here, Gabriel? Why is that face? Why that face?
For me, I was just like, if I was thinking and writing this my own way, I was like, they come down and neck to neck, and Gabriel really needs Natalie, and Natalie's like, nah, bro, you're on your own. You disrespected me. You didn't care for me. No, you're on your own.
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that day to happen.
Like, I so want that to happen.
But I do feel like Natalie's very relatable. Like me personally, Natalie can be very relatable. You know, someone who just would instantly give up her life in a heartbeat for someone who doesn't care, someone who has like a low self-esteem and all of that. And she's just like robotic. Like no one really knows the depth to her characters, and she tries her best to show it, but then her best is going too far. It's kind of like it's an overcompensation for what people don't get to see her as. So she kind of has to make up for it by, you know, doing dangerous things, sacrificing her life for a man that doesn't even care about her.
This is like not Romeo and Juliet. This is like not Romeo and Juliet.
It's probably more toxic than that.
Yeah, like so toxic. I'm just like, no,
Which is
like
why
get
it's
your head out of
interesting.
it.
Which is why it's interesting. Like, I can't lie that the toxic ships are probably the most interesting ships in the show.
Yeah, so people ship Felix and Lila. I was like, sorry, no. I ship Lila only with a trash can. Mm-mm. That ship gonna be too toxic for anyone.
They haven't even interacted. I don't understand why people like ship Lila and
Yeah,
Felix. I don't ship Felix with anyone. Like, Felix is, I don't like Felix at all. He's a,
Felix
probably,
is alone. Loner.
mm,
Until I know Felix, like until I get to see his character a bit more, I I wouldn't ship him with anyone. But if he was like kind and like only likes if he for some reason I just have this kind of like gut feeling he has a kind of a tiny bit of a Kagami vibe. I was just like, okay, I see you. Why do I have this gut feeling that you have a bit of a Kagami vibe?
in terms of
Why?
like how cold he is. Yeah,
Yeah, like that kind of numbness, and then the fact that I don't know anything about Kagami's dad, and he doesn't have a dad. I was just like,
okay, okay, maybe. Maybe.
yeah, that was just like a tiny bit of like a throw ball kind of thing. So like Kagami, I feel like Kagami only liked Adrian because they were like they were the same, quote unquote the same.
Yeah,
So I don't think that's why I didn't ship Adrigami. You don't like Adrian. Like when Adrian was showing you himself, you just like I don't. That's where I'm like
yeah.
that. This isn't. This is not happening.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't ship Ajigami like romantically. I feel like they should have just been better as best friends, and it would have been nice and refreshing to see something outside of the love square, you know, beyond Marinette just being weirdo
I
on
was
Adrian. I just wanted to see
I
Adrian
was
have a normal
so
friendship. Yeah.
I was sad that they didn't become friends. Unlike Luke and Nat, they were just like downright friends. I was like, yes, I ship y'all so much as friends. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
but then I was like, Kagami, you really just have to ignore my boy? Really? Really? So, yeah. Right, we got another question. Least favorite ship?
Um, least favorite. I don't
Oh,
think I,
Gabe Burnett.
as in like Gabriel
Downright.
and Marinette. I can't believe people ship that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd
And
probably be
then
my
I
least favorite as well.
heard that someone's shipping Gabriel with Adrian. I'm like, what's wrong with you people?
Okay, there's
I
definitely some weird people in this fandom. No, there are some weirdos in this fandom. I'm not even gonna go there.
I just saw that. I'm like, why would you put that in there? I didn't want to know that. I didn't want to know that people ship Gabriel and Adrian. I didn't want to know that.
Yeah. No. I'm so glad I haven't come across that. Like, I try to stay on the least weird side of the fandom as possible. But I feel like,
I don't know how I ended up there. I was literally doing my texting stories, watching my texting stories, and then someone's like, I've been seeing people shipping Gabriel and Adrian, and I'm like, what?
say that
And then she
again.
was like, this isn't happening. So, let's be clear here, people. Why do you ship? She was like pretty cool. She wasn't for it at all. And I'm like, okay, I can continue watching you. Yeah. You don't ship them, we're good.
Namande said Luca and Chloe is my least favorite ship by far. Again, I don't know where that came from. Luca and Zoe as well. Where did that came out of nowhere?
They've not talked. They haven't interacted.
Yeah,
I
agree.
think the Luke Lowe ship though, that happened when Chloe said, ooh, he's cute, but his clothes are trash.
Yeah, in Miracle
I
Queen.
think that's when that happened, yeah.
So people just
So
assumed.
when Miracle Queen came out, I don't know. and I'm just seeing everyone except for Multi Mouse. I'm like, no one saw that Multi Mouse wasn't there. No one. She's like, no. She's
No
gonna
one
forget.
questioned. It was just weird. Like, I feel like the writers forget when they include certain things. And I was talking to my friend yesterday. They were like, "Do the writers not make notes of what they've written before, at least? Because fans are gonna pay attention to the thing. Like, we're invested. We're gonna pay attention to every little thing. So you need to be on top of your game and making sure you
Bryce is
remember
not
certain
ready for
things you
us.
say."
Yeah, I was just like, so no one thought about Multi Mouse. No one, not even Chat Noir. No
Exactly.
one. Then I came back in my thought. I'm like, okay, hold on. Maybe not. They didn't really talk about they the only person who knew about Multi Mouse because they all thought it was Ladybug and just that whole kind of confusing thing. So I don't think Gabriel knew about Multi Mouse. So I was like, okay, maybe Chat Noir was just too busy with his fight to notice. I was like, okay. But I still was like, no one noticed that. Yeah. Okay, so this was not a planned question, but I just had it come up. What do you think about Adrian being a Sentimonster theory?
Okay, at first I hated that theory. Like, I genuinely hated the theory at first. I was just like, why would it be a theory? Why would that happen? And I hated it because, okay, this is why I think most people are torn with this theory. It's because we don't trust the writers to execute it well. So if they are going to go with the Adrian Senti-Monster theory, it's either going to be poorly executed or it's going to serve the story. And most of the time, like, I'm not going to put my faith in the writers of Miraculous, but it's probably going to be poorly executed if it is like a theory, which is, I think, a main reason why a lot of people don't like it and why I didn't like it as well. But if it is executed properly, then I do think it would serve the story really well. And there are actually a lot of clues that Adrian might be a sentient monster, even though Thomas Astruc always backtracks and tweets different things that like rebuttal the previous. So he could tweet something that's in favor of the sentient monster theory, and then next day he will tweet something else that completely goes against what he said. But I do feel like there's a slight chance he can be a sentient monster, and if it's not him, then it's probably Felix. And it would,
I'm
yeah.
not for that theory at all. Not because of the reason that you just said. I just have way too much proof that he isn't really a sentient monster. Sorry, my hair hasn't been creamed, and well, yeah, just forget the hair, right? Um, and what I'm trying to say is, I don't think Adrian is a sentient monster because my friend, my bestie, she is just like Adrian is so sentient monster, and then she has a whole thing of how he's a sentient monster, and then I'm like, I can just rip this apart and tell you why he's not a sentient monster kind of easily, and then I go search hunting for all of the reasons why people think he is a sentient monster, and then I'm like that. Mm-mm. Because the rings, right? We're going if we're going with the hand up, there's two reasons. When my mom puts her hand up, I just stop talking. Like you don't talk when your mom puts her hand up. She's like,
Exactly,
no,
yeah.
that's it. But if we're talking about the ring, now that ring, on the other hand, so when he put his hand up and the ring showed, I was like, that's their wedding ring. Adrian would know his parents' wedding ring. And if we're all about the Santa Monster thing with the rings and that's where the muck is, no. Unless Felix and Adrian are both Santa Monsters, no. So I don't think that he is that wasn't enough for the big conclusion about him being a Santa Monster for me. But other than that, the what do you call it? So Adrian's 14, 15, right? him and his wife were planning something. They said in the Shanghai special.
Yeah.
We've been do. Hey, my friend just joined. So, they put like a whole big thing. 15 years ago, we started something. 15 years. Adrian's 14 just turned 50.
Yeah.
What did y'all start when he was now born? Right? If we're just, I don't think that Adrian is a sentient monster because of that reason. So, second of all, what do you call it? Right. When he now comes and was like, this is where Felix and his dad comes in with, oh my goodness, I don't know how to pronounce Felix's mom's name, so we're just going to call her Felix's mom's name. Yeah, her. Both, there are too many twins, okay? Too many twins. First, there's Chat Blanc and Chat Noir, twins, somewhat. Then there is Felix and Adrian. Then there is Emily and Felix's mom.
Yeah.
Emily. Yeah. Her. So I was like, they're not gonna, what is up with that? And then you don't show us who Felix's dad is. Why aren't you telling us who Felix's dad is?
Yeah, there's a lot of like plot holes that hasn't been filled yet. Yeah. But
yeah, so I was just not sure about that.
I feel like
I
the only reason why Adrian might not be a sentient monster, in my opinion, is because most of the arguments for why he is a sentient monster, you can link it back to just him being abused by his dad. Like most of it is just him being abused by his dad, so it doesn't necessarily mean he's a sentient monster. But I don't know. I think it kind of be cool if he was a sentient monster. I don't really care either way if it is or isn't true.
I'd cry.
Like I really would.
I would be shipping a sentient monster with my girl, and
that was one of the reasons why I hated it. I was just like, okay, so how's it going to impact the love sphere? How can Marina and Adrian be together? But then once like Thomas said, if a sentient monster is designed to be human, then he's human. I was like, okay, I can live with that. Maybe it's not so bad after all.
I still wouldn't be able to. I'm like, my boy's life is literally from whatever one little thing. You drop that thing, it breaks. He's done. He's gone. No, that's not how it's gonna work.
It's like,
hold up.
Gosh. Literally, Gabriel could literally be like, I release you from existence, and then he's gone. I don't want to think about that.
Yeah,
I don't want to think about that.
And then the fact that if they're married and they have their 3 kids, and then they now find out that he's a sentient monster, and someone is holding that amok, and then bam, he's now. I'm just like, no. He's not going to be a sentient monster, okay? Like, what if his kids get a hold of the amok, not knowing that that's their father's life?
Yeah, that would. Yeah, the stakes are too high.
No. But I honestly don't think that he's a sentient monster. I just don't think. No. I have my notes on my phone, so I can't pull out my notes. My laptop's more of my editing and writing area. So, I could do this all day, but I have still a few more questions. So if there's no questions from anyone else, we can continue.
Yeah, there's no questions.
Right. All right. Who do you admire the most in Miraculous? Like the show.
Who do I admire the most? Like the characters, right? Honestly, I admire Marina and Adrian the most. Like, I'd say both of them rather than just one, because they're like different reasons. One, so I'm going to talk about Adrian first. I admire Adrian the most because despite the fact like his dad is complete garbage and everything, Adrian still goes out being nice and showing compassion onto people. And that's a lot of things like a lot of people struggle with doing with when you have like a terrible home life and everything. But he still goes on to be one of like the most kindest people ever. So that's why I really admire Adrian the most. And then with Marinette, it's like she didn't have a choice. in wanting to in being Ladybug. Like she just had to do it. Nobody else was gonna do it, but she still continues to do it anyways. Well, obviously because no one else is gonna do it, but I don't know. Like Marinette has a lot going for herself. Like she's doing fashion. She's the guardian of the Miraculous, and she's holding up pretty well. It's kind of unrealistic how well she's holding up, but I don't know. Marinette is just like really inspiring in that sense. Like someone who's just been thrown into so much at such a young age, but is managing okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Those two are just like,
Yeah.
um, when everyone's just like, Emily has to be the only reason Adrian's happy and like good, I started thinking, I'm like, you see Natalie around? You see her? You see? So I was like, there's more than one woman in his life.
Yeah.
There's Natalie. Always been there. They released a video on the Miraculous YouTube channel about Natalie and like Natalie speaking, or Gabriel speaking about Natalie, and
Yeah.
I was like writing so much information down. I'm like, this is not, is this legit information? Oh, because I
Yeah.
got so much information. I'm like, Natalie's been there all the way. And then in another episode, I forgot the name. Right? It's still all on my phone. I got all of my proof on my phone. Right? So after that, I saw what you call it, Natalie say, you made a promise to your wife. I was like, what's this promise?
Oh, was that like, I think that was Catalyst, right? Heroes Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure how I felt about that.
Yeah,
That was
same.
what promise. All right, next question. Can you tell me more about the day-to-day responsibilities? Like you're in college and you do like amazing fairies. That how do you balance both of those things?
Okay, to be honest, I think it was harder when I was in high school, maybe in sixth form in high school, back home. But I balance it so like every month I write out what videos I want planned out for the next month, right? So October I have a list of what videos I want to plan out. Spoiler sneak peek. So next video is on Marinette and why she was chosen to be Ladybug. Video after that is how Marinette and Adrian mirror each other, and then I'm going to be talking about Alia, um, and Nino potentially being the why they are the holders of the respective Miraculous. And then obviously like I need to make sure because we never know when episodes are going to come out, so I leave space for like when an episode does come out so I can make theory analysis videos on there. So I just plan everything out, and then after, because my weekends are always free. On Fridays, I don't have any classes for college, so I can literally just write and do my video scripts, as many as I can. So then I try to record on days that I have very few classes or days that I have no classes at all, and then edit it the day after or the same day. Um, so that way it's not getting in between my homework, or I'm not missing out on anything that I shouldn't miss out on. So that's how I just balance it all out.
Very wise. Okay, what's your take on Zoe?
Zoe, okay. At first, I really liked Zoe, but after thinking about it and just rewatching a couple of videos on Zoe's character, Zoe is a half fleshed out character. Like she's just there. I mean, I don't think she's a good replacement for Queen Bee in terms of character arc. Obviously, like she's great for the Be Miraculous, but it's just they gave her such a great character setup, but the payoff wasn't that executed well. So I think Zoe's character arc is incomplete, and we need to see more of her.
I think that Zoe was needed to be Queen Bee because, well, as we can see, Chloe had her Chloe moment.
Yeah.
So I think it was good that Zoe was able to take care of the Miraculous because I honestly don't think that Chloe was able to be Queen Bee anymore because of the way she was acting and she was unreliable and that everyone knew she was Queen Bee and I don't think she could have been Queen Bee anymore. As much as I loved her being Queen Bee and stuff, she needed to either change big time or just give it up.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm fine with Zoe. If you could pick one song to describe the Love Square, what would it be?
One song to describe the Love Square. Oh, that's a difficult one. Okay, I got one. I would pick the song Without You by Usher and David Guetta. I don't know if you know that song. I think I should play it out loud because I got my iPad on me right now. Um, but when I listened to that song, I immediately thought of the Love Square because I can imagine when the show comes to an end and someone like making a video edit with the song, it'd be like iconic. Um, I'm gonna try to play it out. Okay, I got it. I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear it?
Softly, but I'm hearing something.
Without you. Just wait until like the chorus. I'm gonna skip a bit. Come on, Wi-Fi. Okay.
Song by who?
It's by Usher. It's by Usher.
How do you spell that?
So U-S-H.
Pardon me?
U-S-H. So I'm gonna type it in the chat. U-S
Okay, found it.
and then David Guetta, but you could it's fine with just Usher and it's called Without You. That's the name of the song.
Oof, I found it.
I love that song so much.
I pulled it on my laptop. It's probably going to be loud if I played it.
Yeah.
All right. What is your favorite theory that you have done?
My favorite theory that I've done, that I've made as a YouTuber, my favorite theory is that I've made is probably um Emily Agrest is evil. I think that's my favorite one. One, because I worked so like long on that. I've been making that theory for like months, just trying to gather a lot of evidence and rewatch as many episodes that mention her as possible. Um, Two, that was like my first video after I took a break from YouTube, from moving out of college, moving into college and all of that. So that was my first video back. Um, yeah, I really like that theory because not just because it's my theory video, but in general, I really like the Emily Agrest is evil theory. Like it holds so much weight if it ends up being true. But it probably won't be true.
I don't know anymore. I'm just if she does wake up or something and she turns out evil, I'd be crushed for Adrian. He's
Yeah,
just going through so much already. I'd just be like,
I'd be
perhaps he
crushed
just
as
have
well.
one good parent, or is that Natalie?
It's probably gonna end up being Natalie.
And Natalie is. I think Natalie stays there. If it wasn't for Gabriel, she would only stay there for Adrian.
Yeah,
She's like, do you not see how much she goes through just to get Adrian in school? Like, she just has to rearrange a whole schedule.
yeah. Natalie is just amazing.
Natalie's
Like,
just, she is the best assistant person ever.
agreed.
All right. What advice would you give to other people who want to start a channel or YouTube channel for theories?
Okay, number one advice, definitely just enjoy what you do. Like at the end, because when I first like started YouTube, all I cared about was, people viewing my channel. But then once I stopped caring about that, that's when the views started coming in. It's ironic. Like once you stop caring about something, that's when it starts happening. So yeah, just enjoy what you do. And then more on like the strategic side is like make sure you have, your facts straight. Don't try and like, you know, sell people false information because it's going to get you more views and everything. And just be true to yourself. Like, don't copy anyone. Just, be true to yourself and your theories, and you honestly just be fine. Yeah.
Hmm. I love that advice. I'm taking it so I can remember this and just,
Giving it to you.
love it. Okay. What got you into sharing your theories? As in, did someone say you should post your theories or did you just stop posting theories?
Actually, I was posting theories on like my Snapchat, but obviously, like, not a lot of people really cared. So then my best friend was like, why don't we just start doing it on YouTube where people actually, care and will watch it. So I was like, okay. And then I was like, first of all, I don't really want to show my face on YouTube. Like, that's scary. Then he was like, you don't have to show your face. You could just do, voiceovers and all of that. So I was like, okay. So I started with that. Once I got more comfortable with sharing my theories, then I started showing my faces in some of my videos. And yeah, that's just how I got into making theories. So if it wasn't for my best friend, then I probably would not be the Cartoon Hotspot right now.
Then shout out to your best friend.
Yeah.
So, this isn't an actual question on my list, but what's your favorite? Like, what app do you use to make your
Thumbnails.
voiceovers for anyone
Oh,
listening?
okay. So I use iMovie because I have an iPhone. So I just use iMovie. I actually don't have a actual camera. It's like so expensive, but I'm saving up for that. So I just use my iPhone, and my iPhone is like great quality anyways, so it's just saving me money. And then once I'm done, I just edit on my iPhone, on iMovie. And then yeah, and for my thumbnails, I use this app called Canva.
Yes,
Have you?
I use Canva.
Yeah, it's amazing. I don't know why I never used it before.
Canva,
It has everything.
spot on.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was a pun.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay, who do you look up the most? Like look up to the most in the Miraculous fandom? Like it could be anyone, a Miracula or you know.
Oh, in the fandom, the person I look up to the most, um, I actually look up to two people the most. So I look up to Cartoon Apocalypse. I've been watching this channel for years now. And Miraculously Lazy.
Okay, I think I've watched Miraculously.
Yeah, I love her videos. I absolutely love her videos.
Nice, nice. I've heard of both of those people. I've watched one fairy for Miraculously.
Yeah.
One or two, and then I just stopped. And yeah, I think that's all the questions I have.
Great.
So, how did you think the interview was?
I really enjoyed it. No, I really enjoyed this interview. Even though we had like technical difficulties at the start, we got there in the end. But yeah, I really enjoyed this interview. I'd love to do this another time.
Sure, I will put you down on my
Yeah.
list.
Yeah, but this
But
interview was
yes, I
great.
definitely.
How did
Yeah,
you
this
enjoy
was.
it?
It was fun. Now I get why people like interviewing people. It's fun.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm considered a nerd for these kinds of things. But yeah, thank you for doing it again. It was awesome. I enjoyed interviewing you. Like it was just. But I'm starting a new series where I'm interviewing. I see a lot of people interviewing the voice actors, and then I'm like, why
I
not interview the Miraculous fandom?
I would love to interview the actors. Like I would really love to interview Christina V. That would be like a dream come true. Christina V, Bryce Papenbrook, either one of them. I'd love to interview them. Like that'd be amazing.
I think Christina V would be more into it than
Right.
Brian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because not Kelsey can't even get it. I'm just like, she's gotten almost everyone, and Bryce is just like, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed that. So,
Same.
stay tuned. If you ever want to do this again, let me know. I'll be
Will
your
do.
girl.
Yes, 100%.
And yeah,
All right then. Thank you
thank you
so much.
again.
Bye.
No problem.
Thanks for
Bye.
joining, guys.
Oh, wait, can you just send me the live after you're done?
How do I do that?
When you exit, you would get the option, I'm pretty sure, to share or just download it, and
Yeah.
you will download it and you just send it to
Okay.
me.
All right. I'll do
All
it.
right, thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.